this story to explain why I'm here instead of fantastically saying Walter. One, I am black. So, no, but I was supposed to be out of town actually during this time when I was asked to present for this. And what happened was, it was a 2-day period where I was supposed to be somewhere else, and I found out that I would be missing Essence's Black Women in Hollywood event. And I said, I can't miss that. This event is very important to me. The first time I came, I was inspired. I wasn't anyone yet, you know how that, whatever, how we look at that. The first time I came. And then the second time I came, I was being honored. And so to go from, you know, just this girl invited to being honored, it was incredible. But the feeling remained the same at the first one as at the second one. I felt recharged when I left here. We go through a crazy award cycle. We go through a crazy year just to come back to this room and feel recharged. And so this year I'm here, and the wonderful Sheryl Lee Ralph is being honored. And so I went up to Sheryl, I said, Sheryl, why didn't you ask me to present to you? And she was like, girl, where were you? And I was like, I wasn't, so I realized what happened. I was supposed to be somewhere else, and when I found out what was happening this weekend, I said I need to be here. And I want to talk about Sheryl. So, I have this show that I'm creating in the middle of the pandemic, and we don't know anything. We don't know if it's going to be made. We don't know if it's going to see the light of day. We don't know if after it sees the light of day, if it's going to actually see your eyes. We don't know if you're going to like it. We don't know that we're going to wind up winning awards and all that good stuff. So all I have is a script and, you know, a small team to support me. And we're trying to cast the Barbara Howard character. It was the hardest character to cast in my show. We needed someone who embodied grace, who embodied honesty, who embodied strength, someone familiar yet brand new, someone who we trusted, someone who we loved. And we're getting casting sheets. We're seeing people, and I'm being really meticulous. I'm like, it's just not it. And if it's not it, I can't do it. And I felt that way about the whole cast, but Barbara Howard was a pinnacle of the show. And so we get a sheet, and I see that Sheryl Lee Ralph is available. And I said, really? Even though she said to me multiple times that she's had this drought of work, I considered her one of the hardest working people in this industry. I never saw her not working. So I said, we should try to get Sheryl Lee Ralph. We should really try. And my co-producers, two very white nerds, went, oh man, that's the mom from Moesha. It is, she is the mom from Moesha. She is. The other white nerd goes, oh man, she was in Sister Act. She was the mom. She was the mom in Sister Act. She was, wasn't she? But to me, I'm saying, but I also need you guys to understand that she is Sheryl Lee Ralph. Which means a lot more to me. So Sheryl met with us, and I talked with her, and I said, Sheryl, I got to meet her via her daughter on a set of a show she was on years prior when I was developing a multicam for CBS. Didn't go, thank God. And I met Sheryl there, though, while she was filming a multicam, and her daughter, Coco, and I talked, and I was like, I love your mom. The Philly connection was born. We're Philly people, Philly strong. I knew her son, Etienne, from, you know, throwing the parties and being at the parties of the people. It's true. And I talked to Sheryl, and I said, hey, would you consider this show? And she said, I would. And I was like, here's the crazy part. I'm gonna need you to read for it. She said, baby, I don't read. I said, I hear you, but the thing is, this is a mockumentary, and I just, even if you could just be like, hey, what's up, Janine? That would just, and so, I want to talk about this specific moment because this moment is Sheryl Lee Ralph. And I feel like everybody in the room should embrace what this moment means. Sheryl is a legend. She is incredible. Sheryl has been in our homes, in our hearts for years. She said in that moment, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to take a moment to come into your vision. You're a young creative. I'm going to collaborate with you. I'm going to read with you. I'm not too big of an actor to come into somebody else's vision, to collaborate, to learn. That moment was defining. We casted Sheryl, clearly. I remember the first day on the pilot when Sheryl turned to me and said, this is so exciting. This is a new choreography. This is a new way of acting. I'm so excited. I'm having fun. I'm learning. I'm new. I'm bright. I watched her beam even brighter than she already beams in real time. And Tyler and I, my co-star, watched this woman who we've not only looked up to, worked with Tyler, honor, love, decide to learn again, decide to start over. And I thought about the beauty of deciding to learn again, no matter what age we are, no matter how long we've been in this business. It doesn't matter how long we've been doing it. Sheryl taught me to never forget the importance of deciding to learn again. And I just think that's so important for everybody in this industry, in this world, to say, I'm always open to learning. It's what keeps, people are like, why does Sheryl look like she's 25? Because she makes the choice every day to be young, to be childlike, to learn. And that's who she is to me. She holds me down. Sometimes I come and talk to her, and I say, Sheryl, our dressing rooms are next to each other, and Sheryl starts in the morning singing, and I can hear her, and I love it. And sometimes I come and talk to her, and I say, Sheryl, here's what's going on today. And she will tell me, Quinta, this is what you were meant to do. I'm proud of you. I'm here by your side. I love you, and I'm honored. And all I can think is, I already have one wonderful mother, and somehow God blessed me with two. Sheryl sends me scriptures sometimes. I don't know if I'm an atheist or not, but I'm not quite sure. It's a lot happening. But Sheryl will send me a Bible scripture, and I'm like, you know what? God is real. He's real. And that's what someone like Sheryl Lee Ralph can do for you. Sometimes my set is wonderful. I'm so proud of my set. I'm so proud of my cast. But sometimes Sheryl walks in the morning, and when I tell you the morning, I'm talking 6 o'clock in the morning. Everyone comes in at 5:30, and Sheryl walks in and says, good morning. And guess what? It's a good morning. Sheryl decided, and guess what? Now the morning is good. And those are the things that make me believe God is real. And that's important. That's important for me to believe that God is real and present on my set.